starting unit presented by Adobe. Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger off the top. Rice, Stanton, and Chisholm 4 through 6. Big Giancarlo Stanton hurt for some of the spring games. Jose Caballero, Ryan McMahon, Austin Wells. And the 2026 season is underway with strike one to Trent Grisham. Aaron Boone in his 9th season guiding the ship, creeping up on 700 wins. And Grisham's a strikeout victim to start the ninth. Deep counts. The next 3-2. And that
one. And right here, you're looking for. You start that front door. Maybe that's the sweeper. He's looking slider 3-2 to try to protect, and instead of turning left, you talk about tunneling CC. This one doesn't turn left, it turns right. So he starts it right where the slider would be a strike, but it runs in, and Judge fooled this time.
Yeah, it's a good pitch for 3-2. First at bat of the season, first at bat, and you know, the short porch to right field, and like you said, him being able to play all over the ballpark, it's just going to be a great thing for him and the Yankees as he continues to age.
Long run for Elliot Ramos, gets there in the high skies, they call it, to make for a 1-2-3 start to the season. Starting lineup presented by Adobe. New giant Luis Ariz, a 3-time batting champ off the top. Matt Chapman, Rafi Devers, and Willie Adames 2 through 4. Jungle Lee bats number 5. Elliot Ramos is in the 6th spot in left field. We'll talk about the significance of that later. Casey Schmidt, Patrick Bailey, and new giant Harrison Bader round things out against 4-time Gold Glover, 3-time All-Star, 32-year-old Max Fried, who is underway with a miss to Luis Ariz. Give you an idea how hard it is to hit major league pitching and the conditions. And it's a full pitch.
That's you right there. See someone hitting that. It's so special how it comes off of his bat.
Slow curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Caballero to Chisholm to Rice. Not in time. So Chapman beats out the double play ball, and there's one away with a man at first. Aaron Boone wants to make sure, and no challenge by the Yankees.
Right here, just a nice clean turn. Make sure you get one. Chapman hustling all the way, able to beat that out. But man, it looks even tough on defense right now with the 5 o'clock starts. Let's see what he can do, because he's one of the best in the business.
Little pop that Grisham got a late break on, and it drops into no man's land. A sun-aided base hit off the bat of Rafi Devers has runners at first and third with only 1 out.
So right here, you see this in a lot of series. At least one of these balls happens a series at Oracle Park. There's a lot of wind, but not typically the 5 o'clock start. It just seems like he can't see through the sun right there, and that's a tough break for the Yankees right there.
And great base running by Matt Chapman, being able to bring that. You know, he had the 4-pitch walk, and I think it's just nerves.
And his first strikeout of the game's a big one. 2 gone now with runners still at the corners.
And that's that cutter up right there. I mean, you know, he had a chance to throw it there, get it up a little bit, and you know, the shape of the cutter. I don't know about for you, Hunter, but when you guys see that shape and it just stays up over the middle of the plate, we get that swing and miss, and when you get that swing through, because I think you guys think it's coming into you.
Yeah, the top of the zone cutter is just so hard to get to. Not only for a right-handed batter, especially, it's just a tough plane to match and get the barrel too. Beautiful.
Jung Lee, first ball picking, a ground ball for Chisholm that gets free to the Yankees out of any first inning trouble. Bring up the 5-time All-Star Giancarlo Stanton. That's headed for the gap in right center field. And Stanton, who ended spring training much better than he started it with elbow injuries that cost him some time, has picked up right where he left off in Tampa with an at-bat that gives him a base hit.
Yeah, Boone was talking about, he's like, we just need to bottle him up. He might not be able to open a bag of chips, but he's ready to hit.
Ready to hit.
And he got him one right out the gates. First hit of the game for the Yankees, and you know, now you go.
Yeah, I think that line got a lot of run. When he told reporters in spring training, my elbows hurt so badly I can't open a bag of chips, and here he is playing on opening day. Hey, Jazz Chisholm wears one. Man, he had no chance to get out of the way of that one. Tracer ball. Got him in the shoulder.
Yeah, just really trying to go up and in, and
in the
supposed
ribs.
to come back and gets him right in the ribs.
Oh, where's Chris Rock? How much for one of them ribs? The Yankees went out and grabbed Caballero, who played a lot in the postseason for them. And there's a shot into left field. Ramos goes to get it. Stanton on his way around to score. Throw comes into second. It's wild. Great play by Arise just to keep that ball from getting into right field. In the meantime, the Yankees are on the board first. It's 1-0 New York.
And this one right here, a rocket off of Caballero's bat. And he was a bit of a catalyst in the playoffs last year as well, as a guy with a lot of speed, a good approach at the plate, plays good defense. But look at that. That's a pure line drive off of a tough Webb right here, and hits the cutoff man. They have a chance to pick him off at second, but fortunately for the Giants, this hits off of Caballero and saved.
0-2 from Webb. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. 3-0 New York.
And that right there is just one of those 20 hoppers. Good things happen if you put the ball in play right here. So Webb, he gets ahead of him right there, and honestly gets the swing that he wants. You want to get a ground ball, and take a look right here. You rather be lucky than good. Find a hole, and Yankees feeling some momentum.
Yeah, that was that change up there, 0-2 pitch right there. Those are the ones that keep you up at night. Look at Webb, his reaction to that, knowing they left that pitch up for McMahon to get a base hit.
And the first pitch to Austin Wells is served into the opposite field. That is 5 straight Yankees to reach base safely. So first and second with 3 runs in and still only 1 away. First pitch to Trent Grisham, cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wells around. Plays to third. Throw hits another runner. Wow! 5-0 New York.
This is purified right here. Pitch down, change up. And not too often does Webb give up 5 this quick. This is the league leading in innings pitched, and nobody anywhere close to that one. Nothing you can do. It's off to the races. Webb knows it. We'll take a look at this collision at third. This is a pretty big collision. Chapman's a bit of a brick. Another Yankee
caught him
gets
on the
hit,
arm. Yeah.
But then he just gets face plants into Chapman, who's trying to catch the ball.
Nothing but fastballs to Judge so far. And he stays in that lane and gets his second strikeout of Judge today.
But that's kind of the dynamic of the Yankees offense. You have your Judge, and he can pick you up and carry you on some days. And right here, that's the changeup. Fastball, changeup down and in. Freezes Judge right there.
And
perfect.
And Bellinger's a strikeout victim, but last year's loudest lineup in Major League Baseball strikes for 5 big runs in the second.
The game within the game. No, ball's inside.
And that one misses. McMahon draws a walk. As the only Yankees to hit leadoff opening day 1 year, and then the next season bat number 9 on opening day. And he's got a base hit. Bottom of the order's been very productive for the Yankees against Webb today. Wells now 2 for 2.
Yeah, he went right back to that changeup first pitch. Wells, laid off of it and then got a sinker that he can handle and put a good swing on it.
Yeah, right here, sinker a little bit up, a little bit over the plate. Not exactly where he wanted, but that ball's moving a lot. Good swing.
Was that 2008 season, the way you ended it in Milwaukee? Had the Dairy State in love with you. There's a little one, another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch.
And that's definitely a lot more difficult here at Oracle. It's a very windy day. It swirls. It does a lot of tricks. And Harrison Bader, this is why they brought him in. The Gold Glove center fielder, the instincts, and running in, sliding, staying with it in the wind. You can just see everything's blowing everywhere. And that's a tough catch. Nice play.
And that was a chance to get him looking.
Top of the zone, sinker away. All right.
Or changeup.
3
back-to-back changeups. And they get Webb out of trouble, stranding 2 in the 4th. Opening day in San Francisco, and the visitors still leading by 5.
Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes.
Top of the 5th inning, and on the first pitch, Cody Bellinger has a base hit into right, and the theme continues. The Yankees jumping the count early against the two-time All-Star.
That's got to feel good for Cody Bellinger. Get the first hit out of the way here, and yeah, you're right. It's get one out of the heart of the plate, get your sinker, get your changeup, and let it rip. And that's a beautiful line drive from Bellinger.
Oh, man.
Another first pitch knock. They come back to back. So now 4 of the 8 hits for New York have come on the first pitch of the at bat, and there are runners at the corners on 2 pitches to open the 5th.
They're just seeing it up and just whatever they can put a good swing on, doing it.
It's a beautiful approach. It's relentless. It's aggressive. Get you one of the changeup or the sinker up, because Webb does have all of his pitches have a lot of depth. And right here, you see this pitch starts a little bit up, and Ben Rice absolutely squares this one up. It's pure off the bat, 100 miles an hour.
Big career numbers against the Giants for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning.
And none of them cheap. These are all just blistered line drives. This one 114.4. I'm going to add the 0.4 because when you get to the 100 and teens,
0.4 makes a difference. Pitch count's getting up there a little bit. Might want to start getting somebody up in the bullpen.
Yeah, right here. You don't often square up big league pitching 3 times in a row, and it's a good lineup, but they're on it and executing as well.
Chisholm bounces it to first. Schmidt to second for 1, and the relay's not going to be in time. It gets away at first base, and that'll score a run. A giant misplay leads to a 2nd run this inning.
Another runner gets hit with the ball right there, but
that's the 3rd hit while running for the Yankees. Take a look right here. Schmidt, not an everyday first baseman, learning on the fly, and Chisholm might have saved this one getting away.
Casey Schmidt making only his 13th career start at first base tonight. Jazz with a big jump. There he goes. Bailey's throw down, skips into center field. Guy that wants to go 50-50 this year has his first stolen base of 2026.
Oh, starts with 1.
I was about to say, can't get the 50 if you don't get the first.
That's some aggression right there. And obviously a 7-0 ball game, but still only the 5th inning, and he's got that athleticism.
Well, he's on a pace for 162.
Half step right into the good rhythm. That's instincts.
Did he swing? That's it.
On the appeal, McMahon swung the bat. That puts it into a 2-run inning. More damage for the Yankees.
He's a little in between right now, but it's the first day.
Yeah, it's first day.
2 balls and a strike to Matt Chapman. Chopper for Jazz. Hot shot. And he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that?
Yeah, Chapman, he's got some. It doesn't look like he swings that hard, but he's got those forearms that are crazy. That was 107 off Matt Chapman's bat right here on a low line. And look, that's just a forearm flick. Jazz Chisholm, nice play.
Never seen a guy get 8 up on a line drive.
Put a glove on that palm.
By the time I walked down the street to go get lunch, I said, let me just think about this. The Giants called me, and I said, I'm going home.
Wow. You heard it here.
Yeah. I think that's going to get pushed around on social media a little bit, that story.
It's the truth. That's exactly what I was told.
And on the appeal, he swung the bat.
I think
Ben is going to have to.
Third base. I think
did
Brian
not
Walsh
swing
gave
the
him a
bat.
no swing, so he's got the walk.
Right, those thresholds changed a little bit, but I think that's a pretty big number. And another first pitch base hit by a Yankee. Jazz Chisholm's first knock of the night.
We'll take a look right here, and this wasn't even the first pitch fastball. He gets a breaking ball up out over the plate, and he was there. There was no flinch or anything, just back legging like he was looking curveball. Saw it good. Healthy hack. You mentioned you get ahead. He has just suffocated the Giants offense.
Possible double play ball. Adames to Arise. Back to Schmidt. They get them both. A runner left stranded. Still a 7-0 lead for the Yankees. And when you're talking about it's been 100 years since this or that. Luis Arraez into right with hit number 3 for San Francisco tonight.
Now I have a pretty, well, it was a home opener, but opening day against the Dodgers, Kershaw threw a shutout and hit a home run to beat us 1-0. That was painful.
Now we got to talk about the hit streak.
Hit streak is alive, Matt, and this is harder to go. It is months without.
And somehow he is criminally underrated.
Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating to watch every offseason he goes into free agency and just.
Went back with a slider and got a fly ball for Trent Grisham to keep the Giants scoreless through 8.
He's a huge piece of this Yankees bullpen. He's going, if he has a good year.
A little case of the yips there as Jose Caballero clanks one, and it's an error on the shortstop that puts the leadoff hitter aboard for the Giants in their half of the 9th.
Hey, base runners any way you can, and hustling right here, and that's just a tough hop right there for Caballero. Take a look right here. Gloves down, bounces up. Doesn't happen too often. Big league deal with some young talent that and some arms coming back as well.
Lee lines to center. 1 gone in the 9th. On the ground, another chance for Caballero, and the Giants are down to their last out on opening day. Casey Schmidt with 2 gone and a runner at third in a 7-0 deficit. And on the first pitch, a high drive for Aaron Judge that will put a close to business on opening night. A statement win for the New York Yankees. A 7-0 shutout on the road is how they open their 2026 campaign.